Further debate. The member for Burlington.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's my pleasure to stand in this House today and speak to Bill 75 and to congratulate and thank my colleague, the member from Ottawa-Orleans, for her leadership. And I join in speaking today, Speaker, with the member from Kingston and the Islands, Parkdale High Park, Huron-Bruce, Temiskaming Cochrane, Stormont, Dundas, South Glengarry. So thank you to all these members for their input and their conversations. You know, Speaker, when we are confronted with evidence that clearly shows a product or one of its ingredients is directly harming wildlife or the environment, it is our duty as legislators to minimize or eliminate the threat and damage it causes. And you know, Speaker, when it comes to our environment and our fish, our human health and our wildlife, these are endeavours that should be nonpartisan. And as such, I think we should focus on criticizing ideas and not the person. Earlier comments in the House did not follow that line, Mr. Speaker, and I regret them. And I'd like to thank the member from Parkdale Hyde Park for her encouragement, because as new members, that's exactly the kind of leadership we look across this House and around this House for people that have been here for a while, and we look to them as mentors and for encouragement, not for discouragement. Because when you're a new member, that's exactly the kind of support that you look to, and that's what Ontarians want. They want us to work together. They want us to work in concert. They want us to be critical in a constructive way of each other, but not in a negative way, Mr. Speaker. And so I thank the member for her comments. Les microbilles sont un des éléments qui posent clairement un danger pour nos lacs et rivières et pour tout ce qui vit à l'intérieur d'eux ou à proximité. On trouve ces petites particules de plastique dans pratiquement toutes les parties du réseau des Grands Lacs et dans les nombreux plans d'eau.
These small plastic particles are present in many products and many parts of the Great Lakes. And many studies have shown how damaging these particles are to many species of fish and aquatic wildlife in Ontario.
Or inhaled through their gills, causing blockages and abrasions. Once deposited internally, these plastics never break down, the long-term effects of which we do not yet know. In my riding of Burlington, situated on Lake Ontario, and as such, it is one that is directly affected by the potential harm of microbeads. Coots to Escarpment, adjacent to Hamilton Harbour, which Burlington borders, contains the largest number of endangered species in Canada. Any threat to the well-being of this ecosystem is one that I know my constituents take very seriously, as do I. D'autres instances en Amérique du Nord, y compris au Québec et dans certains États du Nord des États-Unis.
There are many instances in Canada and in the rest of North America of regulations that would ban the use of microbeads in cosmetics. Ontario has the opportunity to become once again a leader in environment protection, which it already is. This is a role which we should aspire to as a province.
Protecting the environment, and many are looking at ways to solve the problem of microbeads. Johnson & Johnson is one such manufacturer, voluntarily removing microbeads from their products, with the intention of having all of their products microbead-free by 2018. And why do we know this, Speaker? Because we consulted with them. I have a constituent that works with Johnson & Johnson, and I consulted him and I on this legislation, and he shared this information with me, and then I shared it with my colleague, the member for Ottawa-Orléans, as part of our consultation with industry, Mr. Speaker. In fact, they've already stopped J&J developing new products containing microbeads and have been conducting environmental safety assessments of other alternative ingredients. Their goal is to complete the first phase of reformulations by the end of this year, which represents about half of the products sold that contain microbeads. This, together with the other stakeholders that my colleague mentioned, represents a spirit of collaboration that industry is bringing to the conversation, Mr. Speaker. So,
our government is committed to the protection of the environment in Ontario. We want to make sure that the health and well-being of future generation is preserved. This bill would be an important regulation to fight against this pollution caused by microbeads in our rivers and lakes. I hope that every MPP will support this.